Hello everyone, let us discuss some important problems in the signals and systems subject. The first problem is properties of unit impulse function. In this, number 1, as we know already about unit impulse function characteristics, the area under the unit impulse function is unity, that is integral minus infinity to infinity del of t dt is equal to 1, and scaling property, which means del of at is equal to 1 by mod a into del of t. Here a is the scaling factor. And the third property is, if a is equal to minus 1, substitute in the second property, in the scaling property, substitute a is equal to minus 1. Let's see, del of minus t is equal to 1 by mod of minus 1 del of t. Modulus of minus 1 is 1 by 1 of del of t, which is nothing but del of t. Here we can observe del of minus t is equal to del of t. With this we can say del of t is an even function. Del of t is an even function. And the next one is product property. If you multiply any function with impulse function, you can observe the given function at that shift point. If you multiply any function with the impulse function, we can observe the given function at that shift point. Here t0 is the shift point. So let's see one example. Example 1. Sin t into del of t minus pi by 4. Here the impulse is shifted with an amount of pi by 4. So the given function is sin t. So which is, we can observe the result of sin at pi by 4 multiplied by del of t minus pi by 4. Sin pi by 4 value 1 by root 2 del of t minus pi by 4. Even you can say another example also. T into del of t. Here the shifting value is 0. So you can observe the t function at 0 del of t, which is 0. And the next property is sampling or shifting property. Sampling or shifting property, which is similar to the product property, but there will be some limits. T1 to T2 x of t multiplied by del of t minus t0. And here one condition is the shifting units must be within the limits. Within the limits, then only we can write x of t, provided that shifting should be within the limits. Shifting should be within the limits. Within the limits. That means t1 less than t0 less than t2, else 0. Else 0. Now let's see for the discrete impulse sequence. The scaling property, if we observe del of kn is equal to del of n itself. Here the scaling does not affect on the impulse sequence. Let us see with one example. Del of 3n is equal to 1, which means 3n is equal to 0. That means n is equal to 0. That's why the scaling factor does not affect on the original impulse sequence. And the last property is convolution property. If you are convolving the given signal with impulse signal which gives you the result, the given function itself. Or we can write in another way also. If you are convolving the given function with the shifted impulse signal which gives the same shifting effect on the given signal. Let's see with one example. If x of t plus 5 is convolved with del of t minus 14, just simply substitute at the place of t minus 14, which is shifting of impulse, plus 5 as it is, that is x of t minus n.